Hey YouTube, Phantom Magic here, doing my very first deck profile. I'm doing my profile on Zarc Monarchs, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, so starting off with the monsters, I run 3 copies of Erebus. Erebus is pretty standard right here. He's basically a non-target removal. Basically, when you street summon, you get to send 2 Monarch spell trap cards from your deck to your graveyard, and then shuffle 1 monster your opponent controls or in the graveyard back to their deck. So yeah, very standard right there. One Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. She's obviously probably the best one. Basically, you get to tribute summon another monarch from a monarch during your opponent's turn. So yeah, very good. Sadly, she's still at 1. So yeah. Next, 3 copies of Megazaborg. Basically, he's the enabler for Zarc. Basically, when you tribute summon him using a light monster, you can destroy 1 monster in the field, including itself, and then send extra monsters equal to that monster's level to destroy monster's level. So you can actually destroy himself. And if it's a light monster, you get to choose which extra deck monster your opponent has to send to the graveyard. So normally you would tribute summon him and then destroy himself, and then basically send 8 extra deck monsters from your extra deck and your opponent's extra deck to the graveyard. So he's the main enabler for Zarc, and he can also just wreck your opponent's extra deck, which is very powerful. Next, 2 Kuraz, the Light Monarch. Very standard. He's your +1. Next, 3 copies of Idea, the Heavenly Squire. She basically tutors out your other squire and enables many tribute summons. So yeah, very important. Next, 3 Iados. Some people only like running 2. I personally like 3, mainly because he can also be used as an allure target. But yeah, basically he's an extra normal summon when you summon him. So one extra tribute summon to be technical, but yeah. Next, 3 copies of Kaiser Force Raider. This is my personal tech right here. I like him a lot more than Red Layer because he has the exact same effect, but he's a dark, so he works with Allure Darkness. And like the only downside really to him is that he only has like 100 less attack points, but that's really not a huge deal since you're usually going to use him for like tribute summons anyway. And 1 Blackluster Soldier because I have a lot of darks and lights in this deck, so I mean, being able to summon him is not too hard. For the spells, 3 Domain of the True Monarchs. Sorry about that. Basically, even though you're running an extra deck in this deck, it's still an amazing card. Just being able to like have this permanent cost down for your big monarchs is just really powerful. So yeah, definitely 3 Domains. 3 Return of the Monarchs. Basically, when you tribute summon for a monster, you could basically add 1 2400 and 1000 defense monster, or 2800 and 1000 defense monster from your deck to your hand. So he basically searches out your other monarchs. Next, Tenacity, 3 of them. Basically, you reveal a monarch from your hand, and then you get to add 1 monarch spell trap card. Really good. Sorry about that. And 1 Pantheism. It's at 1 for a reason. Probably one of the best draw powers ever created. You get to discard a monarch spell trap card to draw 2 cards, and you could banish this card from your graveyard to reveal 3 monarch spell trap cards from your deck, and your opponent chooses 1 of them to add to your hand. So very powerful. 1 Stormforth. Basically, this lets you tribute over your opponent's monsters. Very powerful. 3 copies of Miracle Synchro Fusion. Again, sorry about that. This basically lets you fusion some for Zarc because with Megazaborg you send your 8 extra deck monsters, and then you use 4 of those dragon monsters as fusion material for Zarc. So yeah, this lets you banish monsters from your graveyard. 1 Upstart Goblin. 1 Reinforcement to search out Idea. 2 Allures just for draw power. And finally for the traps, 3 of the Prime Monarch. Basically, this acts as more tribute fodder for decks, so yeah, very powerful. And now moving to the extra deck. Alright, so I run one Zarc. He is your boss monster for this deck. Basically, when he's summoned, all cards your opponent controls get destroyed. So that's pretty powerful. You normally don't want to summon him first turn, though, because of that effect. And other than that, he is basically a giant magic specter, so he can't be targeted by card effects, and he can't be destroyed by card effects. So very powerful right there. One Naturia Exterio. Basically, I run Naturia Beast and Naturia Barkjohn in this deck, which helps him, which makes you be able to summon him, and you could use Miracle Synchro Fusion to summon him as well. So yeah, basically he can like negate spells and traps, so very powerful. One Chimera Rafflesia. Basically, when this card is sent to the graveyard, you get to add a fusion spell card from your deck to your hand the next turn, so very powerful. And the rest of the extra deck is basically just a bunch of dragon cards that help you summon Zarc. So Thousand Dragon, Ultimate Dragon, basically vanillas. Red Dragon Archfiend, a Synchro Dragon, and this is for the Exterior. Next Siege Dragon right there, and Odd's Rebellion Dragon. Since it is a pendulum monster, this does account for the fusion material. So there we go. So yeah, that rounds up my Zarc Monarch deck profile. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you.